7 angels are in shock because only still don't know what happened last night. Watch this now. God says, hurry up. This is your last chance to know the truth before it's too late. Archangel Michael says, last night something moved in the spirit realm, something no soul on earth was prepared for. 7 powerful angels surrounded your name, stunned, unable to speak. What they saw has never happened in centuries of divine protection and warfare. It was not just a shift. It was a collapse of a certain protection you've been unknowingly walking under. A choice was made behind your back, and your energy was pulled into a dark orbit for a few dangerous hours. The echo of that decision is still ringing across the heavens. The angels were dispatched urgently. They circled your home, watching, whispering, waiting. But you were asleep, unaware that the battle had already begun. You felt restless. You may have tossed, turned, or awakened without understanding why. That's because your spirit was reacting to an invisible hand moving things around your destiny. Archangel Michael says, the secret was hidden so carefully that even your dreams were blocked from revealing it. But heaven has had enough. The scroll has been opened, and your name is still shining, flickering, but not extinguished. There was someone you trusted whose heart broke open last night with guilt and confusion. They were caught between exposing the truth or continuing the deception. And as the clock hit a divine timestamp, the angels witnessed something that pierced their celestial silence. You were supposed to be harmed. You were the target of a spiritual detour, and a shadow was about to whisper your name to the wrong crowd. But your spirit team, those 7 angels, intervened so hard that time itself bent for your protection. Comment, I receive this urgent truth if you feel your heart stirring right now. A phone call was missed. A message was unsent. A plan was delayed by seconds, but in those seconds, heaven acted. The vibration of your name caused an angelic surge that lit up the entire field of your timeline. You are not being paranoid. Your instincts are correct. Someone wanted to hurt your light, steal your shine, and erase your memory from a decision table that belongs to you. But they didn't expect your angels to be watching so closely. Top amen to get blessing 333. That person smiled in your face but held rage behind your back. Last night, their mask fell off in front of someone unexpected. A secret recording, a saved screenshot, a deleted message. They thought it was hidden, but now heaven has it. The angels have placed your name into a scroll of intervention. No human hand can now alter what's been reactivated over your soul. Your value is too high in the realm of truth to let you fall. If you've been feeling sudden headaches, chest tension, or an eerie pressure near your windows, it's not random. These were signs. Your body reacting to an unholy presence trying to whisper lies to your energy field. You survived what most never even notice. That's why you're being told to open this now. Not tomorrow. Not later. Now. The one who tried to hide what they did last night is waking up in panic. They didn't expect the angels to witness it. And now, they're trying to backtrack, but it's too late. A message with your name on it is about to reach you, and it holds the truth they buried under manipulation. This message is coming through an unexpected source. Comment, I believe my angels are speaking if your soul feels the truth already. You were being spied on in a way that wasn't physical. An energy reading was performed on your spirit without your permission. This was a violation, and the angels are angry. One angel, Ilaram, was the first to spot the disturbance. His sword cut through the timeline like fire, and the other 6 joined him in silence, waiting for your awakening. They need your permission now to act fully. You must claim this message as truth and hold your ground, because someone from the past is trying to pull you into a new lie. But you're not the same anymore. Type Amen to get blessing 117. What happened last night was the final straw. Someone tried to copy your energy, literally mimic your aura, to gain access to something that rightfully belongs to you. But they couldn't hold your vibration for more than a minute. The angels saw the glitch. That person shook, collapsed, and now they're left drained because they touched something sacred. You are cloaked in divine fire. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Another angel, Azrael, saw a digital trail, a forgotten password, an email account. Something was logged into, and your name was searched multiple times between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. They were planning something digitally damaging, but a cloud formed over their screen. They froze. Their device glitched. Your angels used divine interruption to jam the signals meant to defame you. Comment block every demonic attack if you want your angels to go stronger tonight. Type Amen to get blessing 728. They will try again within the next 3 days. That's why this message couldn't wait. Heaven is making you aware now so you can reject the energy before it reaches your threshold. Don't respond to that one message. Don't attend that one meetup you're being invited to with last-minute urgency. Someone is trying to lure you with false peace and hidden strategy. Your face has been showing up in dreams of 3 people you don't even talk to anymore, because your spirit is being discussed in rooms without your consent. The angels are eavesdropping for you. They saw a woman whisper your name, then laugh. But her laughter ended in silence when the light flickered in the room. She knew something divine was watching. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. A friend from the past is about to confess what they heard last night. They can't sleep. They're trembling, because what they heard was a death wish disguised as gossip. That's why the angels are moving, and they will keep moving, only if you acknowledge this warning. They need your agreement. You are not weak for sensing energy. You are protected for a reason. What you've built cannot be broken by words or envy. Comment protect my name and spirit to confirm your awareness. She tried to speak it lightly, as if it were a joke. But when your name left her lips, a vibration pierced her tongue. Her throat tightened, and she felt a heat on her skin like never before. It wasn't from guilt. It was divine backlash. The angels had marked your name as sacred and untouchable. Archangel Michael says, no matter what anyone tries to cast upon you, it will return sevenfold to them now. Because last night a final line was crossed. They trespassed too deep into the realm of your destiny. An older man, one you barely remember, was also watching from the side. He knows the truth now. He saw the entire scene unfold in spiritual vision. Type Amen to get blessing 515. Your sleep was protected, but your soul was fully active. In the realm beyond the clock, your higher self stood before a divine tribunal, surrounded by angelic warriors. A scroll of judgment was unsealed before them, and your name was cleared. They tried to accuse you. They tried to twist a truth and forge it into a lie. But their words fell to the floor like ash because heaven knows your intention has always been pure. You may have noticed your ears ringing. That was a direct frequency shift. You were hearing the residue of spiritual activity surrounding you. Comment my truth is protected by God if you felt that ringing recently. They wanted to make people think you were something else. But no smear, no shadow, no twist of perception can win now. The angels have lifted the veil. Your name was supposed to be removed from a list last night, but instead, it glowed brighter. because someone unexpected stood up for you. They saw something the others ignored. Type Amen to get blessing 888. A meeting was held, physical and spiritual. You weren't there, but your name was. And even in your absence, your presence made them uncomfortable. They can't understand how you keep surviving every trap. But it's not just you. It's the angels fighting for you day and night. Even when you don't speak, your silence is defended by divine swords. Archangel Michael says, you don't owe anyone an explanation anymore. What happened last night was your final test, and you passed without even knowing. A contact was reversed. A lie was caught midair. Someone tried to sign something in your name, but the ink dried up, and the document was torn in half in front of a witness. Comment everything being done in darkness is now exposed. Type Amen to get blessing 929. The jealous spirit working through them has been expelled. They are now left with their own bitterness and no plan left. That's why they'll act strange next time you see them. Their body will fidget. Their voice may crack. They'll sense that you know, even if you never speak it. One of the angels whispered directly into your intuition last night. You thought it was just a thought. But that quiet sentence that dropped into your mind, that was divine warning. Trust it. Hold it. Act accordingly. Type Amen to get blessing 2002. You are being elevated, and that frightens them. Because you were not supposed to have this light. You were meant to be forgotten, buried, overshadowed, but here you are. Your picture was shown to someone important. Not by man, but by angel. And now, your name is under consideration for something sacred, powerful, and deeply rewarding. Comment, I claim my divine position. They were shocked last night not just by your survival, but by your glow. They saw a light over your face, a light that can't be faked or mimicked. Even as they plotted, one of them felt sick. Their hand trembled. They dropped the object they were holding and had to sit down because your angelic guard entered the room without a sound. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. This next part is hard, but necessary. Someone you once loved was present last night in spirit, pulled by a force trying to sway them against you again. But when they arrived and looked at your energy, they wept. Because you didn't deserve what they believed. They realized the mistake they made was not based on truth, but on manipulation. And now they're trying to return, but your angels are guarding the gate. Only truth, accountability, and surrender will be accepted now. Common, no more manipulation near me. A photo of you was zoomed in on. Inspected. Yet mocked. But when they finished laughing, they noticed something in your eyes, something ancient, something holy, something unshakable. They realized they mocked a chosen one. Type Amen to get blessing 7777. Your enemies have now been confused. Their voices are turning on one another. What began as a union to destroy you has now become a battlefield of their own regrets and self-hatred. This is what last night triggered. A divine reversal. Where you were once the target, you're now the protected temple. Archangel Michael says, from this moment forward, no lie can outlive your truth. No weapon can pierce what's been cloaked in sacred armor. Your destiny has been re-anchored in light. They will try one final time within 72 hours. And this message is your preparation. You've been told now, don't say you weren't warned. Type Amen to get blessing 3131. Here's a number being seen repeatedly by you. It's not a coincidence. It's not a random sign. It's heaven signaling the truth, that you are rising while others planned your fall. His message is not just a warning. It's a restoration. Your name, your honor, your spirit, it's being restored in every realm. Comment, restore all that was mine. That restoration began in the silence. Last night, when you didn't even know your name was being cried over in both heaven and darkness. You slept, but the realms didn't. They were raging, watching, reacting to your light. Someone tried to speak a false future over you. I declared your failure before the sunrise. But before the words could land, 7 angels stood over your timeline and wrote everything. Type amen to get blessing 444. The angels did not just defend you, they recorded everything. There is now heavenly evidence against those who tried to rewrite your story. And in the days to come, they will trip over their own lies. Your phone may ring. Your inbox may buzz. But not every message should be opened. Some are traps disguised as apologies. You will feel a chill before these messages arrive. It's your warning. Your angels are sending energetic nudges. Do not ignore them. Comment, I welcome only truth and light. Archangel Michael says, the reason you haven't been sleeping well is not because of anxiety. It's because your soul is in preparation mode. You're about to walk into a season that was blocked for too long. You were delayed, not denied. You were held, not broken. The enemy tried to convince you that your best was behind you. But heaven never stopped building for you. Type amen to get blessing 202. Last night's spiritual activity wasn't only about danger. It was also about unlocking. A gate was opened. A hidden realm of abundance, clarity, and justice was released in your name. The reason the enemy fought so hard is because they knew what was coming next. They could smell the breakthrough. They could taste your elevation, and they hated it. Your glow was blinding to them. They used to feel superior to you. Now, they feel invisible next to your light. Comment, my glow is divine, not for validation. This next part is critical. Don't speak to everyone about this. What you're reading is meant for your spirit. Not everyone around you has the capacity to understand what you're stepping into. Silence will be your sword. Stillness will be your armor. Obedience will be your gateway. Type amen to get blessing 818. Someone who smiled at you recently is part of this spiritual commotion. They are still unsure whether to admire you or compete with you. But their energy is confused, and that confusion is becoming dangerous. Your angels are watching their every move. You don't need to fight or explain. The divine will expose them at the right moment. And when that moment comes, you must remain calm. Let karma speak for you. Let heaven vindicate you. Come and expose what's hidden. I'm ready. There was an object in your home that carried residue from someone with negative intent. You may not even realize where it came from. But last night, the angels marked it. You might feel pulled to clean, burn incense, or rearrange something. Don't question the urge. That's divine direction to reset your spiritual atmosphere. Tapping in to get blessing 3535. You have now crossed into a timeline where truth rules. No more lies over your name. No more injustice. No more delay. What you prayed for years ago is finally being processed through heaven's court. Last night, the final review was complete, and your favor was granted. Archangel Michael says, they can watch, but they cannot touch. You are guarded beyond what they understand. Your aura is shielded by light they cannot replicate. You will notice people begin to act differently. Some will step back. Others will try to re-enter your life as if nothing happened. Be careful. Come and I only allow loyalty and light in. There is a woman who tried to mimic you. She studied your style, your voice, your words. She wanted to become you. But when she tried to step into your energy, it crushed her spirit. Because what you carry isn't surface, it's sacred. Type Amen to get blessing 1177. The angels have instructed you to prepare. Prepare for sudden encounters, sudden invitations, sudden shifts in mood from those you thought were allies. Your discernment will feel stronger. You'll sense things before they are spoken. That's not paranoia. It's spiritual activation. You are being upgraded in your senses. Your third eye is sharpening. Your empathy is being refined. Trust it. Comment, I trust my divine instincts now. Last night was a divine war, but you didn't lose a single drop of your power. In fact, you gained more than anyone realizes. And now, they are scared, because the one they tried to break became unshakable. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. The days ahead are not ordinary. Pay attention to the sky. Pay attention to dreams. A prophetic visitation is coming. An angelic whisper is about to clarify everything. What you will see may bring tears, but they will be cleansing tears. Tears of release, not defeat. You are not just protected. You are chosen for something bigger than your past pain. And the world is about to witness it. Comment, the world will know what heaven already sees in me. If you've read this far, it means your soul was meant to. You're not here by accident. This message was divinely aligned to meet your spirit in time. Archangel Michael says, what happened last night has ended, but what it activated is just beginning. Type Amen to get blessing 1144. This is not the time to shrink. This is the time to rise. Your spirit has survived what others couldn't even see. And now, it's your turn to shine. Don't hold back. Don't dim. Don't ask for permission. Comment, this is my rebirth. Heaven said yes. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. The angels are celebrating your obedience. They are singing over your timeline. They are clearing space for what's next. And all of heaven is whispering one word over you now. Ready? Type Amen to get blessing 10,000. There was a moment last night when the entire spiritual sky froze in silence. The 7 angels stopped moving. Not out of fear, but out of awe. Because in the deepest part of your soul, something ignited. A memory, a truth, a power they hadn't seen rise in you for years. And in that instant, a vibration rushed through your spine. It felt like a chill, but it was sacred fire. You were reawakened. Type Amen to get blessing 4848. Heaven declared, this one is no longer asleep. From that moment on, everything began to change. Your light reached an elder angel who had been waiting for your return to consciousness. That angel, named Barakiel, has now taken post near your home. You may feel someone standing behind you. That's not paranoia. It's divine presence anchoring your safety. Comment, thank you for divine reinforcement. Archangel Michael says, there are secrets about you that even you have forgotten. Gifts you shut down. Truth you buried. Energies you were taught to be afraid of. But last night, those parts of you started stirring. And no one, not even the enemies in disguise, can stop them now. They sensed it before you did. That's why they panicked. That's why they tried to destroy your peace. Type Amen to get blessing 9494. One of them even called your name out loud while looking in the mirror. But as soon as they did, the lights flickered, because your name is now guarded, spoken only with honor, or not at all. The same mouth that tried to curse you is now tasting bitterness. Nothing they speak will manifest. Their own lies will boomerang and silence them. Your silence hath been your sword. Now your presence will be the proof. Comment they can't dim what heaven designed. A close connection of yours had a choice last night, to stand for you or against you. They hesitated, and that hesitation cost them their spiritual protection. They may try to return now, to apologize, to pretend they were never part of the damage, but their energy speaks louder than words. Listen closely. Feel deeply. Trust instinct. Type Amen to get blessing 6262. A vision was given to one of the angels last night. In it, you were standing alone in a storm. Everything was shaking, but your feet were still. Then you lifted your hands, and the rain turned to gold. This is your new reality. What once drenched you in sorrow will now anoint you in abundance. Comment, I receive my golden rain. Someone from your past, who thought they moved on, saw you in their dreams in a form they didn't recognize. You had light in your eyes, confidence in your voice. You weren't begging to be loved. You were walking away in peace. They woke up shaken. They finally saw who they lost, and now they don't know how to approach you anymore. Type Amen to get blessing 4040. Your glow is intimidating, not because of vanity, but because of truth. You carry something that breaks illusions. That's why false people disappear from your life suddenly. They cannot stand the clarity you bring. You're not cursed. You're cleansed. People are leaving because your energy no longer allows manipulation. Archangel Michael says they didn't walk away, they were removed. Comment, let truth remove the untrue. A letter is coming, or a voice message, or a dream that repeats. Pay attention, it holds information you were denied. The final puzzle piece is arriving, and once you receive it, everything will make sense. You will look back on the last few years and finally say, now I see why. Type Amen to get blessing 6060. A few people will start mimicking your words. They'll try to copy your style. But what they don't realize is, your power is not in performance, it's in purity. No one can steal what was divinely downloaded into your soul. A shift in your finances is also being arranged. Because last night, the angels whispered your name into a wealth gateway. You will receive what was delayed. Comment, open the gates. I'm ready. Your enemies are confused right now. They can't understand how you keep blowing after every attack. But what they don't know is, your glow comes from grief turned into gold. Archangel Michael says, this is your season of reversal. Type Amen to get blessing 7878. Here is a book being opened in heaven with your story rewritten. All curses are being crossed out. All shame is being erased. All mockery is being turned into miracles. You will soon walk into places where your name has already been spoken with favor. You will be greeted with, we've been waiting for you. Because the angels already went ahead of you. Comment, my name is now received in places of favor. There is a reason your name has been echoing in rooms you've never stepped into. It's not just gossip. It's not just curiosity. It's divine prophecy pulling your destiny forward. Last night, a scroll marked with your soul's signature was lifted by the elder angels. They blew on it, and a sacred mist covered your timeline. This mist has now concealed you from your enemies while revealing you to your helpers. You're not hidden from opportunity. You're hidden from sabotage. Type Amen to get blessing 5151. 3 people tried to interfere with what's about to be yours. They coordinated with low energy, fueled by envy and confusion. But they did not realize they were tampering with a sealed assignment. The moment they tried to curse it, one of the angels clapped, and silence covered the entire field. Their tongues twisted, and their phones glitched. What they meant for harm has now been reversed. They're being watched closely now. Every step, every whisper, every click, comment returned to sender, multiplied by heaven's justice. You may feel unusually tired. That's not weakness. That's your body adjusting to a higher energy. Last night's battle shifted your vibration. You are no longer aligned with small-minded, low-frequency energy. Some people around you will no longer feel right. Some locations will start to feel too heavy. Trust that. Your soul has upgraded, and it cannot dwell in outdated spaces. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. Archangel Michael says, even the birds this morning were signaling your name. You may have noticed unusual sounds, flickering lights, or repeating numbers. These are not coincidences. They are the residue of angelic presence still lingering around you. You don't need to overthink it. You just need to walk in it. Everything is shifting. For you now. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Now. Comment I walk in the favor that found me. A stranger was shown your face in their dream. They live far away, and yet, they woke up knowing they had to pray for you. That's how far your energy reached after last night. Even the heavens are summoning others to support your journey. Help is coming from unexpected directions. You'll meet someone soon who says, I don't know why, but I feel like I've seen you before. That's not a lie. Your spirit has seen you, in the divine realm. Type Amen to get blessing 4849. Your enemies are not confused because of what you said. They're confused because of what you didn't say. You stayed quiet, and still the world is shifting in your favor. They don't understand how silence can be louder than shouting. But your angels knew the entire time. You never needed to prove anything, only to withstand everything. And you did. Comment my silence is protected. My story is sacred. A woman who once had access to you is losing sleep. She feels the spiritual rope she tied around your name has snapped. The influence she once held is now void. She may reach out soon. She may send a message that feels oddly timed. Be cautious. The angels have not yet released her energy from testing. You are allowed to say no. Type Amen to get blessing 5555. Something was canceled last night in your name. A trip. A gathering. A meeting. Because it was never meant for you. The angels interfered and rerouted the entire situation. They didn't just stop harm, they stopped delay. What was meant to slow you down has now sped up your next blessing. Someone is about to call and say, plans changed, but it worked out even better. That's divine intervention. Say thank you. Comment I honor the deeds heaven creates for me. Archangel Michael says, your timeline hath been repaired. The tears, the betrayal, the confusion. It was never in vain. The angels needed a moment like last night to completely break the loop of spiritual sabotage you've unknowingly entrapped in. You are now free from it. You'll notice you can breathe differently. Even your body will feel lighter. That's not just emotional. It's spiritual clearance. Type Amen to get blessing 7171. From this moment forward, the things that used to break you will now build you. The words that once triggered you will now empower you. The memories that once haunted you will now confirm how strong you've become. This transformation is not just mental, it's energetic. People will feel it before you even speak. Some will love you for it. Others will retreat. Let them go. Comment, I honor who I've become. The angels are not leaving your side. For the next 33 days, they've been assigned to walk with you without pause. If you feel random chills or a calm in chaos, it's them. They are placing opportunities in your path. Some may look too good to be true. They're not. They're just overdue. Type Amen to get blessing 9999. Your aura is now too divine to dwell in deception. That's why you'll notice fakeness faster. You won't even need evidence. Your body will know. You've been gifted this sharpened discernment for a reason. Use it wisely. Guard your energy the same way heaven guards your future. Comment, I protect my peace like it's priceless, because it is. You are about to receive something that once felt impossible. Not because you forced it, but because you waded through storms that others would have quit in. Heaven took note of that. Last night wasn't just another night. It was your graduation in the spirit. And now the rewards begin. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. Type Amen to get blessing 100. The angels haven't left. Not yet. They're still circling your timeline like guardians of a sacred flame. The light they lit over you last night is still glowing, and it's drawing energy toward you from dimensions you didn't even know existed. Somewhere, someone is pacing the floor, unable to rest. They felt the shift. They sensed your protection. They know now, whatever control they had over your path is gone. Because your freedom was signed, sealed, and released by heaven. Type Amen to get blessing 78,787. Last night, a sound was heard in the realm of the spirit, a sound like a glass breaking, followed by the hush of 1,000 voices. That sound was your old limitation shattering. The cage around your elevation broke, and now the sky above you is open. You've been walking for so long with heavy feet, unaware you were walking in a pattern placed by others. But now, your steps are your own. Every direction from this moment on is divinely led. Comment, I walk only where heaven lights the way. Someone who envied you is now facing what they tried to put you through. It's not revenge, it's correction. They need to learn the difference between admiration and destruction. They thought taking from you would fill their emptiness. But the angels made sure their hands would never hold what belongs to you. Every attempt to steal your identity has failed, and will continue to. Type Amen to get blessing 30,303. Archangel Michael says, they tried to delay your joy, but they can't touch your destiny. What was slowed down is now being speeded up. What was once hard to reach is now falling into your lap. Expect fast answers. Expect surprise approvals. Expect sudden bursts of clarity. This is not the same season you cried in. This is the reward. Comment, I received the rush of divine favor. There's a new vibration around your name. People are going to start saying, I don't know what it is about you, but I feel peace. That's your new frequency, a frequency born from pain, purified by faith, and protected by angels. You didn't fake your healing. You earned it with silent battles. You didn't seek validation. You created value with every scar. Type Amen to get blessing 52,525. One of the 7 angels has now been assigned permanently to you. Not just for this season, but for the next elevation. This angel is your divine echo. They will repeat your name in heaven every time someone tries to misuse it on earth. You'll feel a soft presence near your shoulder. You might hear your name whispered when you're alone. That's not imagination. That's intercession. Common thank you for divine companionship. A spiritual transaction took place while you slept. Something you lost years ago. An opportunity, a person, a reputation, even a piece of your own soul, was returned to you in silence. You may not see it yet, but in the next 11 days, signs of return will begin. Expect dreams. Expect déjà vu. Expect messages from people who once disappeared. Type Amen to get blessing 6611. This moment isn't about being noticed by people. It's about being acknowledged by destiny. You were never meant to blend in. Your uniqueness is not an accident. It's an assignment. The reason it never worked out with certain people is because you weren't meant to walk their path. You're here to lead your own. Archangel Michael says, even your pain had purpose. It activated your crown. Comment, I wear my pain like royalty. Someone who tried to play both sides, friend in front, snake behind, is being exposed even now. You may feel distant from them lately. That's spiritual protection. Their heart is being revealed not through their words, but through what they hide in silence. Pay attention. Type Amen to get blessing 99,900. You are not just stepping into a new season. You're being promoted into a new realm. A realm where your intuition is amplified. A realm where your presence is powerful. A realm where your peace cannot be penetrated. Everything about you is shifting. Your mind, your body, your timing, your surroundings. You will begin to grow things without even trying. That's your growth being activated on autopilot. Comment, I surrender to divine growth. Last night, a countdown began. In 7 days, you will cross a spiritual checkpoint. The energy that's been stuck will be released. The person who's been resisting truth will confess. The opportunity that felt lost will resurface. Your timeline is catching up with your soul. Type Amen to get blessing 88,888. The enemy wanted you distracted, confused, bitter. But instead, you are awakening, aligning, and rising. This is not just a comeback. This is a divine emergence. You're not who you were 24 hours ago. You've been rewritten in light. And now, the world will have no choice but to notice the shift. Comment, I emerge with divine power and peace. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. Type Amen to get blessing 1,000. Here is still more heaven wants to reveal. Because what happened last night was not only about protecting you, it was about positioning you. You've been shifted into a new spiritual coordinate. The universe has recalibrated to match your true frequency. That's why you're feeling so different today. Lighter, but also more alert. Your soul knows something divine is unfolding, even before your mind can explain it. Type Amen to get blessing 434,343. A divine order was issued. Seal the blessing and blind the enemy. From that moment, every dark eye watching you was blocked. Every attempt to trace your energy was jammed. What they planned to use to manipulate your image has now turned into their mirror. They will now have to face themselves, and what they see will shock them. Comment, blind every eye raised against me. Someone from a bloodline that has envied yours for generations activated something last night. But the angels already knew, and they stood ready with shields of light, breaking the curse before it reached you. You are the one chosen to break this cycle. You are the one anointed to carry your lineage out of shame and into honor. They will not stop it. Not in this lifetime. Not ever. Type amen to get blessing 787,878. Archangel Michael says, you didn't just survive, you activated prophecy. There are ancient scrolls bearing your energy signature. Your existence now is not just for you. It is for every generation that will rise through your freedom. That's why the attacks have been so intense. But last night's breakthrough ended the delay. And now, the doors you once knocked on are opening without you having to touch them. Comment the doors will open because I waited with faith. Something is shifting in your eyes. When people look into them now, they will see the truth. They will feel the weight of your pain, but also the brilliance of your breakthrough. You carry fire in your stare, wisdom in your silence, and heaven in your breath. Type amen to get blessing 121,212. Someone who once looked down on you will soon come back, shocked by your transformation. They will barely recognize you. They'll ask themselves, how did they get here? But you will know it was the angels. It was the struggle. It was the hidden favor that bloomed in the dark. Comment they buried me, but didn't know I was a seed. Last night, a contract of betrayal was signed, but instantly burned by divine fire. They tried to seal it with a lie, but the flame of your calling consumed the ink before it dried. And now, they sit in regret, holding empty intentions, watching your life take shape without their manipulation. Type amen to get blessing 303,030. The shift in your atmosphere is causing people to stutter in your presence. Some won't know how to talk to you anymore. You change. You've elevated, and your frequency no longer allows small talk and fake energy. You are now walking in alignment with your higher self. That version of you is fearless. That version of you is unbothered. That version of you is unstoppable. Comment, I have stepped into the highest version of me. Archangel Michael says, from now on, your yes will carry authority, and your no will echo like thunder in the ears of those with bad intentions. The angels have given your voice a spiritual charge. You'll start to notice people listening closer. They may not say it, but your words will linger in their spirit. Use that power with wisdom. Speak only what aligns with truth. Type amen to get blessing 141,414. The very thing they mocked you for will be the same thing that blesses your name. They thought your ideas were too much, your heart was too soft, your dreams too big. But now, those same qualities are birthing miracles. Your softness became your sword. Your dreams became your defense. And your too much became your testimony. Comment, I am everything heaven made me to be. A clock was reset in your name. Time is now on your side. Missed chances will reappear. Forgotten opportunities will be renewed. Even delayed love will return with a healed heart and clear eyes. You're not late. You're right on divine time. Type amen to get blessing 99,999. The 7 angels are still watching from above. They are smiling now, not because the danger is gone, but because you remembered who you were. You remembered that you were never powerless, never alone, never ordinary. This entire time, heaven was waiting for you to wake up to your royalty. Comment, I know who I am now, and I rise without fear. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. Type amen to get blessing 100. Even though the angels have already sealed the realm of last night's battle, your light is still echoing across dimensions. They're not finished speaking your name yet. They're still placing your identity in places you haven't even walked into. Because this isn't just about what happened, it's about what is about to happen. What the enemy meant to break you is now the very soil from which your legacy will bloom. Type Amen to get blessing 121,121. You may feel a pressure in your chest, like a deep inhale that will release. That's not anxiety. That's spiritual expansion. Your soul is stretching to receive what it was once denied. The parts of you that were kept hidden are now demanding space, demanding expression, demanding recognition. Someone is sensing your shift. You're watching in silence. But even in that silence, they feel you've outgrown them, and they are terrified of it. Comment if it doesn't grow with me, it's not meant for me. Archangel Michael says, there was something very valuable stolen from you long ago. A moment, a season, maybe even a version of yourself. But last night the angels retrieved it. They didn't just bring it back. They brought it elevated, restored, purified. What's coming back now will be 10 times greater than what was taken. Type Amen to get blessing 414,141. There is a man who underestimated your strength. He thought your silence was weakness. He thought your patience meant permission. But now he knows. Now he sees. And now, the respect he withheld is going to weigh heavy on his conscience. He may return, but your discernment will decide his access. Comment respect is not optional in my new season. Your environment is changing, because your energy demands it. Certain places will feel uncomfortable. Certain people will feel off. That's divine disconnection working for your protection. Last night's energetic burst shifted the frequencies around you. You're now vibrating at a higher level. Low frequencies can no longer cling to you. Type Amen to get blessing 313,131. You'll notice things falling into place effortlessly. That's not luck. That's not coincidence. That's alignment. The angels have cleared the blockages. The things that once took years will now take days. The things that once took tears will now take only trust. Doors will open before you even knock. Paths will clear before you even step. Comment I walk with open doors and divine ease. There's a hidden admirer who stayed silent for too long. But last night, they were visited in their dreams. Your face appeared not once, but 3 times. And now, they can no longer deny what their soul has known all along. They are being pushed toward truth. Watch how they show up differently soon. Type Amen to get blessing 616,161. Archangel Michael says, your angels are preparing a public honor. You have suffered in private, cried in silence, healed in shadows, but now, your rising will be witnessed. Someone in authority will mention your name. Someone in position will favor you. Someone unexpected will vouch for you. And everything will change. Comment what I've carried in silence will now be honored in public. The circle of betrayal around you has collapsed. Someone from within their group turned on them. Why? Because they saw your heart. They saw your growth. And they saw how wrong it was to target someone so chosen. That person is being used by heaven now to break the agreement formed in darkness. Type Amen to get blessing 818,181. You've crossed the threshold of being tolerated. You are now meant to be celebrated. And anything less than that is no longer aligned with your calling. If a room doesn't honor you, it's not your room. If a table doesn't feed your soul, it's not your table. And if a connection doesn't speak your name with reverence, it's not your divine match. Comment only alignment, only peace, only truth. Here's one final gift the angels are preparing, a divine reveal. Someone has been carrying a secret about you. They were once too afraid to speak. But the events of last night broke the silence. And now, the truth is being written. Their words will come soon. And when they do, they will validate everything you felt but couldn't prove. This is your confirmation. Top Amen to get blessing 727,272. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. There's still a sacred breath lingering in the atmosphere around you. The air knows your name. The wind has carried your vibration to places your feet have not yet reached. Something is following you, not in fear, but in favor. Because after last night, the energy attached to you is no longer the same. Every time someone speaks of you now, whether good or bad, their words ripple into the divine system of justice that heaven just activated. Truth has become your shield, and no lie can survive it. Type Amen to get blessing 191,919. Archangel Michael says, your name has passed through fire and returned pure. That's why the next time someone tries to bring up your past, they'll choke on their own bitterness. Because even your mistakes have now become part of your divine armor. The accusations have lost their teeth. The judgments have no legs. And the ones who tried to sit above you are now being forced to look up at the light rising from your path. Comment, let no tongue rise against me. A younger soul connected to you was almost spiritually marked last night. The attack wasn't just for you, it was meant to touch someone near you. But because of your protection, they were spared too. That's how deep your light runs. That's how wide your angels move. You didn't just save yourself. You shielded others. Top Amen to get blessing 626,262. You may wake up at strange hours in the night these coming days. 2:22, 3:33, 4:44. When you do, know this. It's not insomnia. It's not stress. It's summoning. The angels want to speak. Your spirit is in training. Your destiny is approaching at a pace no one can interrupt now. If you hear whispers, feel chills or sense movement, don't fear. Say, speak, I'm ready. And listen. Comment, I'm open to divine instruction. There is an image of you, whether a real photo or one in someone's mind, that has haunted a person who wronged you. They can't sleep without seeing it. Your eyes stare back at them in visions they can't erase. Because their spirit knows what their ego denied. You were the blessing they betrayed. Archangel Michael says, they will now know what it feels like to lose what was sacred. Type Amen to get blessing 222,222. Someone who once copied you is now being exposed for lacking the energy to sustain the lie. They took your voice, your look, your idea. What they didn't realize, they were trying to imitate a soul that is one of a kind. Now their mask is slipping, and the world will start to see the difference. Common, no one can copy what a heaven crafted. You may feel the urge to cry randomly in the next few days. Let it out. That's not weakness, that's release. It's your angels wringing out the final residue of pain that last night's victory has no room for anymore. Tears are the final proof that the past is exiting your system. Type Amen to get blessing 565,656. The land you walk on has shifted. Don't be surprised if things begin moving faster. What once took months will now take hours. Where there was no answer, clarity will suddenly rush in. Where there was silence, voices will begin speaking your name, this time with respect. This is not coincidence. This is prophecy in motion. Comment, I step into the acceleration of divine time. Archangel Michael says, heaven has now appointed watchers around your home. You are no longer just spiritually guarded, you are physically observed by unseen forces of light. That strange comfort you feel when walking through your door now, it's divine surveillance. Your sleep will be deeper. Your dreams will be clearer. Your rest will be sacred. Type Amen to get blessing 101,010. A toxic connection is trying one last time to reconnect. Not out of love but out of fear. They see your glow rising, and they want a taste of it. But this time, your discernment is armed. Your eyes are open, and your silence is enough to keep them away. You owe no one a re-explanation of who you've become. Comment, my peace is not a playground. Heaven is placing your name on divine lips now. The stranger will speak about you in a place of power. Someone who doesn't know your full story will defend you like they lived it. Because your spirit has traveled farther than your voice ever could. Type Amen to get blessing 848,484. And now, prepare yourself, because within the next 72 hours, a ripple will land right at your feet. It may come as a message, an email, an accidental encounter, or a sudden invitation. Don't overthink it. It's your evidence. It's the moment the invisible becomes undeniable. Comment, I'm ready to see it in full form. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. Type Amen to get blessing 100 million.